Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, I want to take a moment today to address a question I've been getting from a lot of viewers. It's about the idea that since a lot of people on the left and a lot more liberal people are buying guns now because of the pandemic and fear, basically, do I think that that's going to have a huge effect on the battle for gun rights and the defense of the Second Amendment in the near future? And I'm going to have to say, I would love to be super positive and think all these people that bought guns now are going to be pro-gun. But then they might be a little more pro-gun. But are they going to be more pro-Second Amendment? I really don't think that's going to happen with the vast majority of them. Now, I do hope that we win over some people, that some people see the fallacy of their arguments that they've been making up until now when they decided they themselves needed a gun for self-defense. A logical mind would go, hey, maybe the things I thought in the past aren't correct. Now that I have actually experienced fear for the first time in my privileged life, maybe I understand why certain people feel differently than me and why people should feel differently than I felt. I do think that'll happen some. Will it be the norm? I don't think so. Because here's the thing. I think so many people on the left, especially the far left, they have no trouble whatsoever justifying that something is okay for them, but not for other people. So I think most of the people that are on the left or the far left that have purchased firearms during this pandemic are going to say, the reason I needed this firearm is because so many of the wrong people have guns. And if those people didn't have guns, I would have never stooped to buying a gun. They will justify that, I'm okay with guns. At least I can be trusted, even though I wish they didn't exist, I can still be trusted with one. But other people, not so much. And by that, they mean like Trump voters or people that are more conservative than them, they have no problem whatsoever aligning themselves with a hypocritical mindset. And they have no problem whatsoever aligning themselves with an elitist mindset. So overall, in the long run, will it win some converts over? I think it will. I think it'll win a few, and at least it'll make some people in the middle maybe not so adamant about falling for anti-gun garbage, or not so quick to fall for anti-gun garbage, or so adamant about spreading the word or believing things they shouldn't believe. But overall, I think it's not going to have that big of an effect. I think we as gun owners, every time we take someone who's maybe a little left of center or a little more liberal than we are, which would be hard in my point. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of people way more liberal than me because I have a lot of conservative views. But every time we take someone on the range, that's how we win people over. I don't think fear is going to win a lot of people over because, like I said, even though they can completely backtrack on their own preachings when they themselves become afraid, they find ways to justify it. And I think that's what's going to happen in the long run. I think most of the people on the left that bought guns during this crisis, if they keep them, and I think most of them will. I think most of them, once they have one, they'll be like, I need to keep these, but they'll want to keep it for the wrong reason. They'll want to keep it because you and I also have guns and they want to level the field. They won't keep it because they see the value of every individual being able to be dependent upon themselves for protection, safety, etc., and to defend their own families. They won't see it for that reason. They'll see it because we have them, so they have to have them. And like I said, they'll have no problem forming an opinion in their head for why they had to buy one, but other people still shouldn't be allowed to buy them. So in the long run, I don't think it's going to have a huge effect on the fight for the Second Amendment. I hope it will have a small one, but overall, like I said, as far as people on the left just deciding that we were right all along because now they've bought guns, not going to happen. They have far too hypocritical and elitist mindsets to ever allow themselves to think that way.